So here's an example putting all this stuff together. Find the amplitude, frequency, period, and phase shift of f of x equals -2 sine of the quantity 5 minus 3x plus 4. Now the plus 4 on the end just does what that would always do to a relation. It just shifts the graph up, or I should say to a function. It shifts the graph up by 4. So that doesn't affect any of these things they're asking for, actually. Okay, so solution. The amplitude is the absolute value of -2, the coefficient of the sine. So the amplitude is 2. That's simple. The frequency is the coefficient of x, the positive coefficient of x. So you just, instead of using -3, the frequency is positive. So you just use 3 instead of -3. Okay? So your omega, remember omega is greater than 0. So omega here is actually 3. So it's omega over 2 pi. So it's 3 over 2 pi is the frequency. Right? And that's what they asked for. Flip that upside down. That gives you the period, 2 pi over 3. And then the phase shift, you take 5 minus 3x. Notice I used an x instead of a t here. 5 minus 3x, set it equal to 0 and solve. It's that easy. Right? And I get x is 5/3. It's positive, so the shift is right. The phase shift is right by 5/3. Okay, 5/3 to the right. And that's it. It's fairly straightforward. So you just have to remember what the formula for the period or for the frequency is. Remember the period is the reciprocal of that, and remember the method for finding the phase shift. Once you get these down, they're pretty simple. So make sure you get them down, because these are multi-part problems, and so you're going to have a hard time certifying if you can't get these right, because they'll be worth a lot of points.